Is that too close? Be honest. Is that too close and personal? Is it also too low? Hold on. I'm falling over and over and over. If this love is over, 다시 난 사랑은 colder. I'll keep the fire lit and fine. I don't like that angle. I'll be honest, I need the bottom here anyways. I kind of need the... That's insane. You'll always be my blue Valentine. Alright, how does that look? I can't tell. Let me put this here and then put this here. Like this. It's gonna have to work, okay? Hopefully I don't bump it. I forgot the lyrics. 묘하게 없었던 일은. I forgot the lyrics. Anyways. Hi everyone. Hello. Hello, how art thou? I'm multitasking, okay? I am going to be putting on my nails at the same time. So, because I was gonna do this just by myself, but I figured I could do it and stream at the same time. Hey, hi. So, I'm gonna yap and I'm gonna put these on. Because putting these on, it takes me like I hate to say an hour. It takes me about that long anyways. So, hi, hello. Hello. Okay, I'm also gonna be so honest. I'm playing Fortnite with a friend, so I might just listen to you talk for a bit. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry, I have lots to yap about. You know me, typical yapper. No, I was gonna say I've actually worn these before. I've worn these exact ones before. If you're a longtime fan, you might know. But I wore them when I went to Phoenix, when I went and saw like Kung Daniel and stuff. But I went like I've been wearing like these fake nails for almost 2 years now. It's like when I first started, and the store that I buy them from Ulta, and they're like the selection at my Ulta is not that big. So I'm starting to notice that like I'm like cycling through the ones they have. Like I've already had the ones they have, or I don't like the other ones because like I like a specific like style of them. You just say hey Velma? Don't say that. I don't have my glasses. Anyways, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like reusing the same ones I've used before. I did order some online, but like they're not going to be here until like next week, so I have to use these in the meantime. Hi. Any K-pop news I'm missing? Not that I know of. I didn't, oh my god, I didn't get to talk. No, I think I did talk about this. So, J&B, right? And I don't know if anyone knows J&B, the tour company. They're not that great of a tour company, but like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh. You gotta do what you gotta do. I thought for sure that J&B, like they were going to they're taking a group on a tour, and I thought for sure it was Ascent. So I'm like locking in. I'm like, I need to raise all this money to go see Ascent on this random US and Canada tour they're going on. Anyway, J&B announced this like November 7th and then didn't say anything for a month. So I'm like, do I even want to see Ascent now? Because like, I don't know, why are we waiting that long to announce anything? But they announced a few days ago that the group that I'm still kind of confused. The group that they're taking on tour in Canada is Unite. Does anyone know? But it's just in Canada, but like the poster they released was for the US too. So I'm not sure how that I'm thinking it might be Unite. Unite's going on a tour in Canada. But I'm still holding out hope because I'm delusional. And I think that it could still be Ascent. What about Yoonchae and her much older man? I didn't hear that. Any drama I'm missing? Not necessarily. Not really. Hey, hi. Subscribe. Exactly. Subscribe to the channel. Just got here what's going on. I'm yapping. I'm putting on my nails. Can you see? I want to show you without them falling out. I'm putting on some nails right now, so. You can, kind of. You're so beautiful. Thanks. I heard one of the Red Velvet members is going to be in a K-drama. Is it, Joy? Because that makes a lot of sense. She's been acting this whole time. I can't see the colors. Okay. Heavenly Song. Yeah, I gotta get back on my grind. I gotta get back on the grind. Yeonjun and Yoonchae. Yeonjun. Okay, yeah, I guess he is, huh? Because Yoonchae just turned 18, I heard, which means she would be born in 2007. Okay, yeah, I get it. I understand. At first, I was like Yeonjun, because me and Yeonjun are the same age. Matter of fact, I'm older than Yeonjun. So I was like, what do you mean much older? But like Yoonchae. You right. You right. You remind me of my friends. Is that good or bad? I subscribed? Oh, thank you so much. How are you so pretty? Thanks. I have to leave. It's my bedtime. All right, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Good? Okay. So that just means your friends are cool like me. All right, I know this is going to take me a lot longer than 1 hour. Because not only am I talking, but I need to find all the nails that fit. Okay. Actually, I'll just use the back. It's going to confuse me if I use the front. Give out your number. Why would I do that? Hey, hi. You said you were going to bed. You're Yeri? She's acting in a kid room. You've been nominated to subscribe. I nominate you to subscribe to the channel. What size is this? Did I say 3? That's gonna be like too big for anything. Okay. That's a 6. Does that fit this nail? I bet it fits this nail. Might be a little too big. We'll hold it on the side. Does that say 6 or does that say 9? Actually, can I let you guys in on a little secret? Just since there's only a few of us here. No, I don't want to. I can't expose it. No, I can't. I was gonna tell you something, some interesting developments in my life, but it's maybe I'm not ready to share. She's under 18. Who's under 18? Not me. Okay, that one's perfect, actually. Let's just leave that for that. I think this is the same. Well, now that looks too... Okay. Let me check these ones, too. I can't read. Why does my hair look like that? It's this part. Jesus. Okay. Says it's a 7. That's much small. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be on the. Okay. So the 7 is gonna go on my index finger. Oh my god. That feels like it's gonna. Okay. That one was a 4. Christina. I've actually changed my name back to Miranda. Even though I think Christina is a little bit of a prettier name. I would love Christina. It's just every time I've gotten into the habit where sometimes I'll go out with my friends on the weekends and we always talk about we're like what are we going to say when someone comes up to us and is like asking for like, they're like trying to hit on us whatever and we don't want them to. Like what are we going to say? We're not going to say our real names. So we like kind of made like a not like a pact, but we're like what should we say? Like who if someone's like, "Hey, your friend is cute. Who's your friend?" We told each other like our fake names, and I keep telling my friends that I'm Miranda and not Christina. So I think I need I've like locked in with Miranda. So I fear that's just who I am now. You're a walking identity crisis. I mean, what's new? You know what I mean? A 5? I guess that makes sense. But where's the other 5? Over. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Actually, I don't know if I use these. I thought I used these in Phoenix. But looking at them now, I don't think I did. That's a 12. I thought I dropped it. I thought I dropped it the whole way. Alright, 12 might be absolutely perfect, but let's... Let me see, like, an 11. Oh! Which one's the bigger size? Is it... No, yeah, 11. 13's smaller than a... Where's the 11? It's right here. Are you trying fingernail sizes? Yes. Actually, not a 12. I needed a 13. That's what I needed. Yeah, I'm putting on my nails because I was going to do them just like by myself. But then I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to stream. I don't know which ones fit better. The 12s feel a little big, but I feel like that's kind of what I want. Can you see? You can't really tell. I was today years old and I realized they have number sizes for fingernails. Yeah, it actually, um, I don't know if like the numbers have to do with the sizing at all. It's supposed to help you match them up though. Um, assuming assuming that you have the same size fingernails on both hands. Um, so like if I pick out so like my pinky, I think I'm deciding between a 13 and a 12. And so if I decide on like a 13, then I can go find the other 13 to put on this side instead of trying to match up. Going through the whole process again. I don't know. I think this one fits a little bit better. And I think it's the 13. Sounds like you missed us. I did. It's also like sometimes I just don't know if I have enough to yap about. Like I was about to expose my secret for the sake of having something to yap about. I mean, I guess I could still tell you, but I feel like that's a bit much. Yeah, I think those fit a lot better. Okay, team. We have locked in. I have all my nails picked out. And now we're going to put them on. I actually can't wait till my other ones come in. I think they're going to be really cute. They're going to be really adorable and really cute. Hi. We enjoy the yapping about literally anything. Tell us about your cereal this morning. We'll be listening. I actually don't eat cereal in the morning. I eat toast. So it takes me 30 minutes to drive from my house to my work. And so every morning my grandma packs me like She packs me like snacks for throughout the day, but she always puts in toast in my bag. For breakfast, sometimes yogurt, but it's like usually always toast. So this morning I had toast for breakfast. What's your favorite flavored? Okay, that's personal and heavy. Also, I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't learn what that was until maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Because I'm sure you can imagine somebody asked to buy one. So, right, I'm cleaning my nails. Cleaning my real. I literally did not know. It was the first time I've ever heard of that. If this love is over, your grandma packs you work foods at the door. Yeah. I had just toast for breakfast today too because I didn't have time to make eggs and toast. I would actually like to make like a bigger breakfast or like have more time to have a bigger breakfast. But I'm not a morning person, so I like to wake up with only enough time to get ready and to drive to work so I don't wake up early. I want to try to get into smoothies though. Like I want a blender first of all, but I also want to like start making my own smoothies cuz I think it would be a good way for me to snack without like snacking. Um but yeah, like I live with my grandparents, so um every morning my grandma makes me snacks. She like makes all of us snacks. Me, my sister, and my dad, because we all go to work. So she makes us all like little snack bags, which I think she likes. I think it gives her like a nice routine as well. Because like my grandparents wake up at kind of the same time that the earliest person wakes up, and then like watches everyone kind of go to work. And then when we come back, like, because we all come back at the same time, like our same times every day. So we have another routine for when we get back home. I think it's nice. I like it. It's cute. I only know because I work at a smoke shop. Oh, I remember the last time I was in your live, I was in Florida. Yeah, I did go live on Saturday. I will say. Are you mixed? Yeah. Yeah. Toasted's different. I love toast. I love toast. Hi. Same. I keep trying to get a morning routine, but that pillow ball's too strong. Same. Well, I'm also just not a morning person. Like, I'm not a morning person at all. I do my best work in like the late afternoons. Like, that's when I'm like the liveliest, I think. I'm just kind of like a night person. My beautiful wife. What? It's the first time I'm hearing this. Seriously, the best thing ever. You gotta treasure it while you have it. That's true. That I think about that all the time. Cause it's like it's such a cute routine to have, but I know it's not gonna last forever. And so it's like every morning I think I always just think about like I really do just enjoy the way things are right now. It's really nice. I enjoy my time going through all the rides in Epic Universe. Oh, fun! You like burger? Yeah, yeah. What is wrong with me? Ah. Yeah, I know I was married. I guess I knew today. Okay, I have to use this glue. If this love is over, apparently got married without telling us. I'll be so honest. I think when I like do get married, it's probably not even just like online, but just to everyone I know. I'm probably gonna do that. Like in public, I'm not gonna tell anyone I'm getting married until I'm married. Hey girl, how are you? Oh my god, hi! Oh my gosh, I've missed you. I've actually just missed everyone. But some people were here in the last couple streams and some people weren't. So I all of you that weren't here, I missed you. I had to work Monday, so I told my friend I didn't want to be here. I want to go back to Florida. I feel like that after every trip. I love traveling. It's so nice. The chat's invited to the wedding. Can you imagine? I streamed it. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. You're getting married with who? Soho. Getting married to Soho. That's who. Okay. I do need to trim these nails down, but I figure I'll do it afterwards. Oh my god! I almost glued the glue to my finger. That was insane. Okay. Okay. We got one. That was entertaining. Yeah, is that the one that said we're married? What do you say? When are you visiting your husband in Nigeria? My only husband my only husband lives in Seoul and he's in the military, so I don't know what we're talking about. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Life be life, and it's also like mid-December. It's a hard month. Okay. I was feeling petty. I'm telling you. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna skip the wedding and only go to the reception for food. Okay, you know what? You know what? I really do want to have a wedding in my life. But at the same time, I actually have only been to one wedding in my entire life. So I don't really know how weddings work. Um, I don't really know how they go. And I'd hate I don't like cringe things. So I would hate for everyone to like I know it's people think it's beautiful and amazing, but I would hate for everyone to sit there and watch me and like my husband, husband to be get married. Like that sounds so embarrassing. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I would love to just maybe do like if the reception or not the wedding part could maybe take like 15 minutes. We just exchange our vows. Like that's all. They're like, "All right guys, welcome to the wedding." They're going to exchange their vows. And then we're going to pronounce them husband and wife. And then they're married and then we can go to the reception. I'd be like, "That's cool. I can have like a 3-hour reception. It'd be great." But like I don't know. I just the wedding itself just sounds like a lot. Cuz everyone has to watch me get married. That's embarrassing. But I do like the like idea of it being like cute and pretty and just all the stuff. Oh, I should have. It's okay. It's fine. So, are you married? Yeah, to my husband in Korea. I'm driving through New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas next week. I'll wave as I pass through since I'm pretty sure you're in the Midwest somewhere. I mean, yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough. Only been to one wedding. I've been to too many. Too many? Yeah, I've only been to one wedding in my life, and it was my cousin's wedding. And that was like, it was the end of 2017 because they got married like the last week of December. So, like 8 years ago. That's insane. One thing I've always thought and said is when I have a wedding, I'm not having a bachelor party. Like, I've always hated that concept. Like, oh, you mean like your husband or you? Because I feel like a bachelor or bachelorette party could mean almost anything you want. To me, like I think I'd want a bachelorette party, but I think it would just be like me having like a sleepover or slumber party with like my bridal party. Maybe not even that. I'd be like whoever wants to come to the bachelorette party, it's gonna be a slumber party. We're gonna have pizza. we can make we can make like cocktails or something. We could make like brown I don't know, we can make all kinds of stuff. We could just lounge around. We can do whatever. Husband to be is billionaire old man. No, he's actually a. Okay, I'm sorry. No, he's actually a K-pop idol. He lives in Korea. I want to do a tiny ceremony and then jet. Oh, you mean like just leave? Pass in the big crazy big ceremony? That's fair. Korean old man? No, he's not old. He's not old. He might be pushing 30, but he's not old, okay? If you see a moving truck on the road, wave. Did I miss any drama? No, I have 2 nails on. I'm gonna shave them down. I'm gonna shape them. For both and the guests. Actually, cute. What are you talking about? I was just talking to AI chat. What? Really? The nails are cute. I know. I thought for sure I used these in Phoenix, but now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, maybe we're not the right ones. How long do they stay on? Um, I can usually keep all of them on for about a week. If I'm lucky, they'll stay on for a week and a half. And then after that, they start kind of like falling off here and there. And usually if they fall off, I try to just re-glue them on so they stay on for another few days. But sometimes I lose them and I don't know where they go. So I kind of have to just take them off. Oh no, the glue is leaking down. Look. Can you see? No, you can't. It's focusing on my face. You're not a gold digger? No, I'm not. Where's the thing? That's right here. Is that super glue? How do you even get them off? Yeah, it's kind of like super glue. The glue like weakens after. That's why, like I say, they only stay on for like about a week. Cause like when you're like washing your hands and you're like showering and all that soap is like getting in between, the glue weakens with the water and the soaps and all this stuff. So after 7 days ish, like they'll start chipping off. Those are so cute. Where do you get yours? I've been looking again press-ons. So I got these from Ulta because it's this brand. And they have these at Ulta. I actually really like this brand a lot. I want to use those. Where do you get them? The nails? Yeah, I got these ones from Ulta. They're called Space Jams. Okay, they're called Space Jams. I got them from Ulta. But I have been ordering, because like all of my friends who are also my coworkers, so I see them like all the time. Like everyone's been getting into like press-on nails, like everyone. And so like people have been saying that they've been getting some nails from like Amazon and Shein. And they look so cute. And so I ordered a few. I think I ordered like 3 sets from Shein. So they should be here next week, but these are just in the meantime until I get them. I almost glued my fingers together. Does it come with the glue? So this brand comes with this glue, but I don't really like this glue. I like to use what is this? It comes in this like pink tube, but I think it came from a box of, the brand is called Kiss, and they have actually like better nails, but I've used all of those and so I'm running out of like options. But this specific glue comes in that box. I tried to buy just like a nail glue on its own, but that nail glue like sucks for some reason. Like this specific glue is the only glue that I've used that has kept my nails on for like a long time. So that's why I'm using them for these ones. Is that straight? Okay. Ah! Good night, I have to go. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Yeah, look, aren't they so cute? Wait, I love those. I'm waiting for these two because I gotta finish the rest of my nails. These are adorable. I do know that like if you like really want to get into like the whole press-on thing, because like I honestly I think that's like my move. I think I'm just gonna stick with press-on nails. I hate to say not to get like really TMI. But I low-key have commitment issues. And it apparently shows up the same way in my fake nails. And so like I don't like the idea of going to like a nail salon and getting my nails done because of like how like permanent they are. Like in order for you to like take them off, it's either they grow off of your nail, which looks dumb after a while, or you have to go in and get them taken off. But at that point, it's like much easier to get them redone than to take them off entirely. Um, and I just feel like I wouldn't like keep up with that. Like I think I would like let my nails grow out for so long, and then I'd finally go back and be like, I want new ones, but it'd be like way later. So the glue that comes with the Kiss brand is better. Yes. They actually have really cute nails. The Kiss brand. They have some really cute ones. It's just I've exhausted all those options, so I'm on to like different ones. How long does it take to dry? It only takes like 30 seconds. It's like pretty fast and it's pretty strong. Ah, I almost glued my finger. Okay, that was insane. Like if you just press it and then hold it for like 10, 15 seconds. Oh my god, my finger, I'm gluing my finger together. Let me put it down here. Commitment issues with your own fingernails? Yes. Because I like that these ones, like, because they're only held on by glue, that like if I get tired of them in 2 weeks, I can just pop them off and they're done. They're gone. And that's it. Murder your commitment issues by using Gorilla Glue on your press on. That would be insane. Can you imagine? But then if it ever comes off, like if it chips off, I do something like aggressive and it comes flying off, it's going to take off my entire fingernail. And that's going to suck. Not get long nails. I wouldn't anyway. I don't like super long nails. I like them halfway. Maybe like an inch or two from the nail bed. Yeah, see, that's the thing about these nails. So like I know you can see that they're kind of like rounded and a little long. So like when I put all of these on, I'm going to shape them. I'm going to like cut them down a little bit and then shape them to like the shape I like. But like you can do that with any nails. If they're like too long, you can just cut them down to like where you want them to be. Pretty sure we've gone over this the previous Miranda session. My fingernails? Hello, hi. You don't want those 5-inch nails, bro. No, I totally get you though. I don't like long nails because I'm too rough with the things that I do. Like I can't be elegant enough to have long nails, and I also don't like that they get in the way all the time. I can't like wash my hair properly. You know, I can't like do things. I can't type on a keyboard properly. Like they would be in my way. That's why I kind of like these shorter ones. I like that length. Yeah, these lengths are cute. I don't like how round they are, but again, I'm gonna fix them. Don't worry. Do not worry. Okay. All right. I'm almost... No, I'm about halfway. These usually take a long time. That's kind of why I decided to stream while putting these on, because I knew it was going to take me such a long time. I just always wonder how girls with super long nails wipe. I'm telling you. It's difficult. Not that I would know, but you can't type on a keyboard or wash your hair properly constitutes as rough activity. No, like I mean like those are like cons to having long nails. That's kind of why I don't. But like I'm actually like the way that I handle things, I'm really rough with. Like I'm kind of careless, I guess. Like when I pick up things, sometimes I jam my hand into like the desk or like a chair, or like if I'm trying to like get something, I don't know how to say. Basically, I'd be jamming my fingers into things a little too often. I had to stop getting long nails because I do so much baking. I just a basic gel manicure. Yeah, see though, I've seen those because my boss at work, she gets gel manicures, but like she's also seen we have such a crazy work dynamic. We're all like fairly young. Okay, we're all about the same age. And it's like everyone in like my department aside from like our boss who's like older. So we always like kind of joke that she's like our mom of the workplace because she's like that age. She's the age she could be all of our moms. And we're all kind of just like siblings, sort of. But there's another department that also, which is the two other girls that are like my friends, but also like we work together, sort of, who are the ones that are getting into fake nails. Um, and so now there's like four of us that are all into like having press on nails. And so like our boss, she's like talking about how she always gets the the gel manicures. And she was talking about how she sees us getting so like these like cute nails that she's like, maybe I should try press-ons too. Um, but she showed us her manicure and it's like, yeah, it just kind of looks like nail polish, but it's gel manicure, gel. It's also why I hate that, but there's other reasons too. Oh my god, this is public forum. I don't know if you can talk about. I was gonna say that sounded really wrong. That sounded strange. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come off that way. It was ridiculous. I like and prefer my nails slightly round slash oval shape or slightly rectangular, but the very sharp long ones I hate. Me too. Me too. Jail manicure. I'm sure they do them well in there too. You never know. Everyone getting into press-ons. Press-ons are so nice though. Like they have so many designs you can do or like have. My bad. My bad. My freaking chair. I also I need to be really careful. My cat is sleeping right behind me. He's sleeping like right behind the chair wheel, so I can't be moving the chair or I'm gonna run him over. You'll need a work trip to Zara to enjoy the house music and press-on nail section. Zara has press-on nails. I mean, we don't have a Zara where I live. Um, but we go on like trips pretty often. And because like I've been getting really into, I don't know how to really explain. So like I don't know if you guys know, like when I travel, I go with just my pal, right? But recently, if anyone was here the other day, if anyone was here the other day, I actually went on a really long like vent slash rant session about kind of like some issues I've been having with my pal. Um, and so long story short, even though I think it's just kind of been like accruing for a long while, I guess I'm like a little iffy on like traveling with just her these days. Um, but luckily, like we've been hanging out with these other two girls that we work with that are in the different department more frequently, and like we've all been like kind of talking about like we should go on like trips and like all this stuff. Um, so I guess it's a good thing now that we have more people to travel with. But we've been talking about like going to like Chicago. I know we were trying to plan to go to Denver like for a weekend in February. So hopefully that works out. I just bite mine off. What the heck? Your nails? People do that. No, some people do that. You have a cat? I do. Hi, Jackson. Yeah, he's behind me. I can't pick him up. He's sleeping. He probably hate me. He'll, like, punch me and throw me on the floor. Pet him and tell him it's from me. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. I love them. I remember using them as a kid and teen, but I haven't used them in years and I miss them. Want them to last longer. Are you talking about the gel? I missed a pal venting session. This is what happens when I actually do my homework. Yeah, well, it's because I could give like a small recap because I did get some insight when I was venting about it at the time that the way that I was venting about it, but also I think when I was venting about it back then, I was a bit more hurt then than I am right now. So maybe I was like explaining them in a really one-sided way. Um, but basically Denver, yeah, Korea, I don't know. Korea's a little much. I'd have to just go by myself if I'm gonna go to Korea. No, basically, I don't know how many of you guys remember. I was supposed to go to a concert. We missed so much tea. Yeah, I'll try to give like a recap. I was supposed to go to a concert before Just Be. So we went to Denver 2 weeks ago, and we were gonna go to a concert on that Wednesday night, and it was some bands that I was talking about. And then the day after that, we were gonna see Just Be. And then we were gonna come back. Um, but my pal was coming back from like a Thanksgiving. She went with her family, um, like somewhere for Thanksgiving, and she flew there, and she was flying back Tuesday evening, but her flight got delayed, and they delayed it until Wednesday morning. But that was like we had to leave early Wednesday morning to make it to the concert on Wednesday evening. But because she was flying back Wednesday morning, like that, we couldn't make it in time for that concert. And even though I knew there was nothing that she could have done about a delayed flight, like I know that. Okay, it was like literally nobody's fault that the flight was delayed. That just happens. Um, but I just got really sad because I was really looking forward to the concert. Like I really wanted to see these bands. And it just kind of was like it all fell out from under me. And so I got really upset, but then it started making me, or she said something about, like, she was also like really upset too, because she was like, I didn't want to, like, like miss the concert. I really wanted to go. Um, how does that make you feel? Yeah, she, like, I could tell she was upset too, but then she made a comment about, she was like, um, what did she say? Something, she was like, I really didn't want to miss any more of the concerts we had planned. And then said something about, especially because like I'm in a better headspace now, which I knew immediately she was talking about the One Us trip. And I think that part, the way she said that, like really set me off because I've talked about this a lot of times, right? The One Us trip, but like she's also never said anything about like why she didn't go or anything since then. Like she's never addressed it ever. And that was like the first time she ever made any mention towards that trip. And then it made it because she said something about being like in a better headspace, which then made me think about, was like, so she did pull out of the trip, right? Like she just bailed out last second. But it was also because she was like maybe not in the right headspace to be going, which is totally fine. It was just that she didn't even like mention that. Like she couldn't even say, hey, I can't go on this trip. Like, even though I said I wanted to, I can't go on this trip because I just feel like I'm not capable. Literally any explanation would have been fine for me, but um anyways, it it was the first time she'd ever made any mention towards the One Us trip and how she bailed out. And it made me so upset. I remember I was pretty mad. I'm pretty sure I cried about it all night because I was also sad about missing the concert, but I was also just really, really mad that that was the time that she was like, oh, um, let me make some kind of like mention about the whole One Us trip. Um, at least she was honest. I mean, she was only honest though because like it was a delayed flight and like, but even then she didn't say much about the One Us trip. It was just like I just didn't want to miss any more concerts that we planned. She's like, especially because I'm in a better headspace now. Like she was still talking about that one, like the most recent concert, and didn't mention anything about One Us, but it was still like it was just the first time she'd ever made any kind of mention about the One Us trip. Um, it's a hard thing to admit for some people. It is. Well, okay, so this is kind of what went into my rant when I was ranting the other day. Was it? Or was I talking about that with someone else? Anyway, so we missed that concert Wednesday night. We go to Just Be, and I'm trying to like make it like I was still mad, but there's nothing we can do. And so I was trying to like just make it seem like it was like not a big deal or anything, because it kind of wasn't, but like, you know, but I could tell like the entire trip that there was like this kind of just weird like tension in the room at all times. And I was trying to like make sure like, you know, I was like, well, I guess I get it. Like she's probably upset because we didn't make it to the concert. And it's like I am too, but like it's nobody's fault. Like that's nobody's fault. So I was trying to make it more comfortable, but it was just you could just tell there was this tension the entire time. So we finally get home on Friday and I'm like, okay. I was like, well, it's fine, you know. We just let it go, whatever. Anyway, so Saturday night we went out. Well, Saturday in the daytime we did some like activities. Like it was me, my pal, and then our two other friends, and then another one of our friends. And so we were doing like activities in the daytime, and then Saturday night we went out. Like we went out on the town, okay? And that's sad. Honest, months after the fact though, and you haven't exactly processed all the frustration either, so it makes sense if you had a weak emotional moment, you get upset. Yeah, that's why I thought it was like, because I just let the whole thing go, but I know it's like, I never really processed like kind of how it made me feel or anything. I think I was just holding like a grudge against her the entire time for it, and it was making it worse because she never addressed it, and I asked about it because I didn't want to. Well, also because I was mad this whole time. So I definitely think I was like holding a grudge against her for it. Um, ah, I tuned out halfway through. Quit your job, leave everything, move to Korea. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I'm like thinking about that. Anyway, this nail is too big. This nail is too big. It doesn't. Okay. Anyways, so we go out on Saturday evening, okay, and we're like, we're responsible adults, all right? We're having a few drinks, or two, or three, or four, and basically where I live, there's really only one popular place to be, or only one good place to be. And so we always make it like a thing to like end there, like our night there. And um basically everything seemed like it was going pretty well. Everyone was having fun throughout the whole night. And we were at that place, okay, the place that it was like our last stop before we like head back to the hotel. And we're having fun, we're like dancing and all this stuff. And I remember she like disappeared. And it's not uncommon for people to do that. Sometimes they go to the bathroom, sometimes they go sit outside, whatever. It gets hot in there. So we kind of all noticed that she had been gone for a while. So someone, like one of our other friends first was like, well, I'm gonna go check the bathroom to see if she's in there. Because our first thought is she might be in the bathroom and she might be like sick, right? And so someone goes in there, they go check the bathroom, they come back and or like our friend, she comes back and she was like, she's not in the bathroom. And I was like, what do you mean she's not in the bathroom? So someone like, I'll go check outside. It was somebody else. They were like, okay, so they go outside, they check, they come back, she's not outside either. And so I'm like, well, she's somewhere, like she's not a person to just walk off somewhere by herself. Um, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go check the bathroom again. So I go and check the bathroom. See, well, you know, I like look under the stall and I see her in one of the, and so I was like, oh, so she's in the bathroom. And so I wait for her to come out. She comes out and she's like, um, oh my god, it got all like pixelated, sorry. She comes out and basically she's like, you can tell she had been like crying, like she was sobbing. But she came out and like, you know, all the tears are gone, but her eyes are puffy. So I looked at her and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, are you okay? And like that's all I said. I was like, are you okay? And she looked at me and she just got like snappy with me. She's like, yeah. You know, but not like that, but like in like more of like an upset kind of way. She was like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure? Because I could obviously see she'd been crying. So I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then she turned back towards the mirror. And then I was like, okay. I was like, well, that's like really unusual. I don't know why you're getting snappy with me. So then I looked again. I was like, are you sure you're okay? And she said, yes, I'm fine. And then she turned around and walked outside, like out of the bathroom. And I was like, hello, I'm just asking. I was like, but whatever. You know, like I'm not gonna pry. If she doesn't want to say anything, I'm not gonna like keep asking her. So I let it go. Okay. I'm like, okay, well, like maybe she's just mad that I was asking and maybe didn't want me to see that she was crying and just kind of felt upset that I saw her crying. So I tried to let it go. We go back to the floor. We're like dancing again. And she's kind of just like, I don't know. I can't tell what she's doing. I think I stopped paying attention to her. It's because I was like, I don't want her to feel awkward. Okay. Anyway, I think it has to have been like maybe like 30, 40 minutes or something. Goes by, we're still like dancing and whatever, having a good time. And we're all standing in like a circle. And my pal is standing next to my other friend across from me because there's five of us, so we're in a circle. So it's like two of my friends here, my pal's across from me, and then another friend. They're standing next to each other. And I remember the other friend, she like all of a sudden she turns towards me and she was like, Taylor, come here. And so she grabs my hand and she like tries to like put me to stand beside my pal. And I I I still don't know why this happened. I don't really know. She pulls my hand to like for me to so I stand beside my pal. My pal, she was like, no, 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 no. And then as soon as I was like standing next to her, she walked around. She like walked away from me, walked around to go stand across from me again. But she walked on like the outside of our little circle. And so I stood there and I like looked at her and like she looked at me and I was like, why did she do that? And then I looked at my pal, or not my pal, my other friend. She like kind of laughs, but then I like looked at her, like my friend, and I was like, why did she move away from me? I was like, how go, like it was such a weird thing to do because like she would probably like never do that, but she did it in that moment. And so I was like, I started getting upset. Um, I remember I was like, why would she like move away from me like that? I was like, that's really weird. My other friend was trying to like make me brush it off. She was like, no, no, no. It's like, she didn't mean it like that or whatever. I don't know. And I still was like, that's really strange. That's a strange thing for her to do. Like she's never done that ever. Why is she doing that right now? And so I got upset. Okay, I got upset. I tried to brush that off too, but it actually really hurt my feelings because again, she's never done that ever. And so I'm standing there and I'm like trying to like dance again with my friends, but then I like stopped and I was like cuz I could feel that I was trying to cry because of how mad I was, but also kind of how like frustrated I was. I was like trying to cry, but I kept trying to push it down and then at some point I was like I can't. I was like I can't push it down. So I looked at my other friend, the one that grabbed me initially. I looked at her and I was like, "Do you want to go outside?" She was like, "Okay, yeah." So she went with me, and as soon as we didn't even go outside. We just got into like an open part. Like stopped and I looked at her and I think I like started crying and she was like, "What's wrong?" And so we sat in like a corner and I just vented to her about a bunch of different things. Um, but overall, I think it was just the way that I've been feeling about my pal these days, which I've talked a lot about on stream. Um, which is why when I was venting about it the other day, it was a little difficult because the people that were here, I think, didn't really have the background. They kind of just thought I was like throwing things out there about my pal, but I was like, no, that's like this is like a long time coming kind of thing. Like I feel like some of you guys know the entire lore about like issues I've been having like with her and kind of like just how things have been going. Um, and so basically, I told my other friend, the one I was venting to, like all of this stuff, and it just kind of made me. I said I was gonna give a brief overview, and then I told the entire story. Basically, when I was venting last week, um, I was in a position where like I kind of realized that I think I've been giving her like like way too many chances this entire time. Like I've constantly been making excuses for why she like treats me a certain way. Um and like kind of just like the energy that I get from her. I've been making excuses for it this entire time. And after that moment, I think it made me realize that I didn't really need to be doing that. Because it was just hurting me in the end. I have to plug in my phone. Hold on. Um, and so last week I was having just a really difficult week, and so I came on stream and I started venting. But then like I got some good insight from venting, but somebody also mentioned how um like just based on the context that they had at that time, that it was a little strange for me to be venting about my situation with her online to like random people as opposed to like having a conversation with her about it. And so I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, realistically, I should have a conversation with her about it if it's really like that much to me. I'm sorry that happened. Buried feelings, stressful times, and alcohol generally don't mix very smoothly. That's really true. But it's like we've hung out plenty of other times where we were like drinking together and like things didn't go that way. That was also the other thing. So we went to Just Be, we were like drinking there too. And she was like telling me so many, like the words she was saying, I guess like she was saying like a completely different set of words, right? But then like her actions in the days that followed like didn't match them at all. So it kind of felt so unbalanced. Like she was saying, she was like, no, she's like, I really love having you as like a friend. She's like, I really appreciate you. She's like, I just really adore like our friendship and stuff. But then it's like, then she's like treating me kind of the way that she'd been treating me, or that she did treat me on that Saturday. And I was like, so I don't get it. I don't understand what is going on. And I don't like having to decode it because that's not my responsibility. Um, and I also don't like that I guess I keep giving her these chances that like at this point it's just too many. Like one too many. My game crashed for Fortnite. No. My friend was 1 HP. One oh, then when he escaped the people that were shooting at him, I get oh wow. That's messed up. You're still friends with her? I am. Um I think right now though I'm like really um I'm trying to figure out like a good dynamic, I guess. Even anytime. Yeah, I like venting for like different perspectives because like maybe it's like I'm missing something that I can't see, you know. Having conversation with her during the daytime when people are lucid is definitely a good idea, but it's not like you can't vent on here too. That's true. I'm sorry, but I've been telling you to talk with her about her behavior for a long time. That's so true. Okay, no, no, no. So this is the thing that was also mentioned the last time I was venting, like last couple days ago, is somebody mentioned they were like, you should talk to her about it. But I'm gonna be so honest, I'm a little bit of a coward. I'm too scared to have like a deep conversation with her about it, which is kind of why it's been a problem this entire time. Because like if I was just a better person and I was stronger in general, I would have had this conversation with her a long time ago. But like I'm too scared to do that, which is kind of why I've been like ignoring it this whole time. But now I can see how it's like becoming a problem because it's getting to the point where it's like now I can't like ignore it anymore. It's like it's all getting to this part where it's gonna just spill over. It definitely seems like your less confrontational way of dealing with things isn't working well. That's so true. No, that's mean. Bring us with you for moral support. I stream it. That's horrible. No, but I'm right now I know I'm in a predicament of like I need to talk to her about it. Like I need to have this conversation with her about it, or I need to sort of accept the fact that like there's this like distance growing between us and I have to just let it be. Um but it's also like I don't want to like not be friends with her. We've been friends for such a long time, which is also why I know it's weird for me to not have a conversation with her about it, but it's also not just me. Like I know she probably has issues with me too. There are a lot of things that she lets slide that I do that she doesn't bring up, so it's kind of like the same. Like she doesn't bring things up to me either. And it's just not something that I appreciate, I guess, from a long-term friendship. But it's like on both sides. It's like she doesn't come to me about things, but I also don't go to her about things. So I know that kind of frankness is very intimidating for people with certain personalities. Yeah, I think I've learned I'm very um I should have just filed these down. I don't know why I'm cutting them. That's ridiculous. I've learned that I tend to like catastrophize. How do you say that? Catastrophe. Cata You know when you like think the absolute worst thing about a scenario? Um I do that all the time. And I've learned that I do that in every situation. So, like, my fear is that I'm going to have this conversation with her and then she's going to just absolutely, like, um, I guess blow up on me, but, like, not in, like, a negative way. Basically, it's like, I guess I'm scared that she's going to be like, well, you do this and that's why I do that. And, like, you know, that it's all going to be about me. And I'm like, no, you know, I'm trying to get over that, but it's hard. Gotta set boundaries too. That's true. It's pretty mature to realize there's missed opportunities and actions on both sides. I mean, I'm trying. It's like I know I'm not. It's like I know that it's not all her fault. Like I have to have flaws in here too, you know. Because I think if it was all entirely my fault, that we probably wouldn't be friends right now, and she probably wouldn't even be talking to me. Like that's just like how it goes. Should I? Did I mess this up? Be honest. No. I'm confused. I can't tell. Protect your peace more than anything. Not all friendships are meant to be. That's true. That is really true. She might blow up on you. Honestly, there's no guarantee. You just gotta decide if the risk of emotional damage is worth the relationship. That's true. I'm also trying to just believe that, like, you know, we've been friends for a long time, and if her words have like any like substance at all, that like I could have this kind of conversation with her and that it wouldn't like I don't want to say affect her, but like she wouldn't like take it to the extreme if we're like, you know, good friend. I feel like I messed this up. Did she reveal her problem? What do you mean? Who? My friend? What problem? I think maybe I did. Okay. I have to do the other side though, because that's what I gotta commit. I gotta commit. I gotta do it to all of these. I didn't do much. Oh. My friend? Wait, which problem? You probably heard it from cliches, but it's somewhat true that these relationships generally involve some serious friction, can take a good amount of work. That's true. That is really true. I mean, I do trust she's the type of person that would like hear what I have to say and then maybe like not take it personally, but like take it as like constructive. Cause it's like I'm not trying to like say things to her to be mean. It's just like it's like one of those things where she tends to do a lot of things that I think she doesn't intend to come off in like a mean or hurtful way, but like they still do. So yeah, I don't know. It's best to be honest with each other and both suffer in silence. That's true. That is really true. I'm actually also really glad because I definitely think that hanging out with like other people recently has really helped me see kind of like that I've been putting up with like maybe more than I should have been just for the sake of like having somebody around, you know? Because now I can like see for sure that like that's not how it's supposed to be. You clip fake nails like real ones? I'm learning okay. Yeah, well, I shape them down. So see like can you see? Wait, my face is in the way. You can't really tell. I like when my nails are a little bit more square rather than round. Is that how it looks? Is it laggy to everyone else? Be so honest. Okay. Taking notes. Yeah, yeah. Because, like, okay, so this is this side, and this is this side. Well, I guess, honestly, these ones look a little bit better, but they're just... I like the shape of these a little more. Super pixely. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix. I said, let me fix it, and I broke it. Oh, I fixed it. We're back. We're back. All right, I can't fix it, team. I'm sorry. It's just gonna have to look like that. Anyway, long story short, I vented about my pal last week, and that's what that is. Ah! I want to tell you a secret so bad, but I'm scared. Colors are super cute. I know, I love the pink. You ever bite your nails? I do. I don't bite them that badly. But I either bite my nails when I get like anxious. And I honestly, like, I don't even know that I'm biting them until I'm like halfway through and realize I'm like, wait, I'm biting my nails. When I get anxious, or sometimes like my nails chip really easily. Like, I have weak nails. They chip really easily. And so sometimes they'll be uneven, so I start like I bite them to like get them to be even. I used to when I was little, but I've stopped since I grew older. Started using nail clippers instead. I hate biting my nails, hurts my teeth and messes up my nails. That's true. Yeah, biting your nails is like insane. Let me fix it. Well, okay, I didn't know it was gonna, I thought it was gonna refresh, but. Oh no, he wants to leave. Wait, come here. Come here. Jackson. Let me see if I can get him to say hi before he leaves. Jackson. Come here. Jackson. I have to steal him. Hold on. Let me go steal him. Can I steal you for a second? He decided his nap was long enough. Hi. Yeah, this is bro. He wants to leave though. Streams are for secret telling. That is so true. You can't step on anything though. No! Okay. He's gonna like mess up everything. Okay. Can you give me a second? Let me file my nails down and then we'll be done. I have weak nails too. I'm like, I try to take vitamins for him, but then I forget. He wants to go. They're always breaking on me. Yeah. He's all black. Yeah. He's all black and I'm pretty sure he knows. He likes to lay. He likes to lay on things that are like really dark. He's throwing a fit. Hold on. Jesus. Ah, what happened? I was able to take a screenshot of the cat, but it's kind of pixelated. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is so... Should I try the other Wi-Fi? Let me see. Let me see if the other Wi-Fi works. Alright, maybe not. I just heard him go bother someone else. That's crazy. It's still okay. It's still up. Let me see if this one works. You forgot to tell him the pets were for me? Oh yeah, I'll let him know when I go back out there. He's probably gonna want to go outside. Okay, team. Look, they're done. Look, they're done. They're chrome. I have a little kitten right now that's super clingy. He's so adorable and purrs so loud. He's so cute. Really, I really want another cat. Um, Also because like I feel like even though I think my cat would pretend he hates it, I think he would secretly enjoy it. Beautiful nails. Thanks. It's like one of those old Pixel video games. I'm so sorry. Also, that's my chair. That's my chair. Alright, I'm done with my nails. That only took me an hour. I knew it was gonna take me an hour. I knew for sure. I'll be live for we can yap for 20 minutes and then I'll end for the night. How does that sound? Does that sound doable? No, I want to tell you a secret, but I'm too scared. I'm too scared. It's just, it's so like new. Well, no, it's not. Very nice nails, very educational. Yeah. The more you know, the more you know. Don't be scared. Okay, well, it's not that big of a secret, low-key. I think it's just it feels insane to me because like it's been a long time for me. Okay. Ah! I'm just a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous. I hate having to cut my nails every month or so. It literally takes me an hour to do. I have to though because no one else will. I know. Well, see, mine, I keep my nails short anyways because they're so weak. Like if they get long, they start breaking off like immediately and I can't control how they break. Sometimes they break really far down. And that hurts. So I like to keep my nails short so that it doesn't do that. But in order to keep them short, I have to cut them like every like week or 2 weeks. Are you gonna tell us you have a boyfriend? No. No. Oh, I do have a story though. I think I can tell it now because it's like done and past. Okay. It might be another like slight vent session, okay? Because I'm gonna be really honest with you. It kind of was like messed up when I heard about it. I don't wear makeup of any kind, but I told my boyfriend about that and he said that I look better without makeup and I melted. Oh, that's so cute. Is a new trip. No, no, okay, I'll ease into it. Okay. Anyway, I do have a story. So about 2 months ago, I started talking to this guy, and he seemed pretty cool. We were just texting, at first, and but he actually seemed really cool. I like really like we had a lot of the same interests. We seemed to like agree on like almost the same things. We had like the same like mindset about things and whatnot. He seemed just super cool. Okay, so I was like, oh, this is so fun, whatever. Anyway, we finally meet in person. We met in person. It was on one of the weekends I went out, and he was there too. So we met, we were talking and all this stuff. He seemed really nice. My friends liked him. You met a guy. Okay, wait, listen, it doesn't really get better from here. Anyway, my friends liked him. They thought he was nice, and I was like, okay, yeah, like I really enjoyed that first time we hung out. So we were like texting after that too, and anyway, a couple weekends later, so his wife is finding interest. Hear me out. No, no, no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, because it really doesn't get any better from here. Um. So 2 weekends later, I like go out again, and we see him there again, and he's like, he's with his friends, whatever. And so he like comes back up to me and we start like talking and I'm like, yeah, like I'm just trying to have like simple conversations because low key I wasn't there to meet him. I was there to hang out with my friends and he happens to be there. So I was like, yeah, we can like talk here and there, but I'm like trying to focus on like what I'm here to do. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to dance and have a drink and all this stuff, okay? Have a good time with my friends. So I'm sitting there, but he like comes up to me and when I tell you we were at this place for like 3 or 4 hours and he did not leave me alone that entire time. I kept, when I tell you every single, like there were times where like I would tell him, I'm like, you should go hang out with your friends, like go like dance with your friends, go see what your friends want to do. And he's always like, no, it's okay. He's like, no, no. He's like, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I want to stay here. And I'm like, please God, no. like, I'm trying to get you to go away from me. And I kept looking at my friends every time I'd get a second to like look away from him because he kept like every time I'd go somewhere, he would like follow me. I'm like, stop. Stop. And so I'm like, every second I would get to look at my friends, I would like give them a look. I'm like, please help me. Please, dear God, help me. Like, get him away from me, low key. It was just like, I needed him to just stay away from me for like 10-15 minutes. But he wouldn't. Every time I tried to shoo him away, he would come right back. Anyways, um, I remember last tour that you were the security guard there last, but no, 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 no. I was admiring him from afar. I just thought he was cute. That's all. Okay. Um. Anyways, he's being clingy. Yes, like down to the T. I'm like, I even kept telling him. I was like, go hang out with your friends. I'm like, go over there. I'm gonna go over here. Like, you can come back later. Just like go somewhere else for like a bit, please. And he just wouldn't do it. And I got so tired of him by the end. He likes you, that's special. I mean, yeah, I know he likes me, but like, I hate clingy people. I also told him this because there were a few instances before that specific night. You knew Soho wasn't there and you had your. Yeah, if Soho was there. No, there was a couple instances. So, like, there was this one, I think it was the weekend before this, when he was being clingy. I went up to um like do some shopping, and we were talking on Snapchat and we shared like our locations with each other. Well, not with each other, but like I don't know, to like the location map, whatever. So I was up there shopping around with my family, getting whatever. He texted me that night and he was like, I saw you were in town, but you didn't tell me. I was like, hello, I wasn't in town to see you. I was doing shopping and errands. And he was like, he said, yeah, it's like I saw your location on Snapchat. I was like, oh my God, that's scary. Like, what the heck? So I removed him from my location. So, like, I don't need you to be looking at where I'm at and then asking about where I'm at. Like, that's insane. First of all, that's crazy and goofy. That's kind of creepy. I know. That's why I was like, that's an ick. So I was like, so that's strike one. And then there was another instance. Oh, I think he got mad because I hadn't texted him like for like 4 or 5 hours. Mind you, I'm busy too. Okay. I'm working. I was doing like classes. Okay, I got stuff to do. He got mad at me. He even texted me and was like, so you don't want to talk to me anymore? You didn't text me for like 4 hours. I said, brother, I'm busy. Brother, I'm busy. And he came back. Do you need something from me? What do you want? Oh, I'm telling a story. Come here. He wants some. Yeah, I think he wants to go outside. Can you let me finish my story first? He said no. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me a second. All right, let's go. Oh my God. I can't believe he came in here and yelled at me to do all of that. Okay, where was I with my story time? When I was with Ray. online yesterday playing Fortnite. Me and her were talking, and we were wondering how people get video calls of their idols, and I learned that you would find it in a random album. And I said, so it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Yeah, pretty. It's like the lottery, kind of. A couple of 33-year-olds sharing location on Snapchat as a recipe for true never last. Okay, I don't know if he was. No, I think he was like 29. I think, from what I remember. Um. Anyways, okay, so where was I? Oh, he got mad at me because I didn't message him for like 4 or 5 hours. I was like, okay, that's strike number 2. All right, you're on thin ice, buddy. Which is what, like, I then told him. I was like, hey, we need to talk about something. And so I told him that's too old for me. Soho's 29. What are we talking about? Soho's 29. Excuse me, my birthday is in 1 month. I'm about to age up. Okay, 29 is not that old. um, in real life though, 29 is not that old because I'm about to be 27. Like, it's it's not that old. That's like a 97, 96, 97. We need to remember I'm also old. Okay. So it's clingy, possessive type. Yes. Which I understand. 29 is too old for her. I know, I'm getting old. Like it's starting to become a regular age. Um, like I know some people like people who are clingy and possessive because it makes them feel, I don't know, makes them feel like special or whatever. I don't like people who are possessive and clingy. I'll tell you that right now. And I told him that. My brain's still thinking you're 26. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be 26 for 1 more month, and then I'm gonna be 27. um. Anyway, so I told him right after that. I was like, "Hey, I need you to know, like, I really don't like when people are clingy. It's like it's kind of a big turnoff for me. Like, if there's one thing that I can't stand is when people are clingy." And I said this right after he got mad at me for not texting him for 4 hours. And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I understand." He's like, "I don't like people who are clingy either." I was like, "Brother, you were being clingy earlier. What are you talking about?" So I was holding that in the back of my mind, okay? Anyway, so I see him on the second weekend, and this is the weekend where he doesn't leave me alone, right? Like he's following me everywhere. Matter of fact, he even followed me to the bathroom. I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I went with like one of my friends. He was like, "Oh, I'll come with you." And like he just waited outside. I was like, I can't even go to the bathroom to escape him. I'm like, I'm gonna jump out the window right now. Okay. I'm gonna leave right now. Um, anyways, why haven't you texted me? It's been 34 seconds. I know, that's the energy he was giving off. Even if she's 26, that's only 3 years. Once you're out of high school, 3 years is nothing. I know. Do you have any plans for your birthday? I'm going to a conference again during my birthday. Wait till you're in your 30s. Yeah, that's still only 5 years. Just wait a couple years, you realize how little that is. That's true. That's so creepy. It was. Like, I just needed him to get away from me, right? And he just would not. And the horrible thing is he's actually, like, pretty charismatic. So, like, even though I was seeing right through it, okay? Like, I was like, you're not charismatic to me. Matter of fact, you're just getting on my nerves. He was like, all of my friends thought that he was nice because like he was like taking care of them too. Like he was trying to take care of me, but he was already giving me the ick. I was like, I don't need you to take care of me. I'll take care of myself. But he was like taking care of my friends too. Like there was like this guy that kept trying to come up to one of my other friends. So like he would like try to like, like defend her. He would like then stand beside like kind of in between her and that guy so that guy couldn't come over. Kind of things like that. Like he was like being nice to them, but like to me, he was just getting on my nerves. I was like, I'm glad everyone else thinks he's nice, but he's annoying me. Clingy or possessive when you're actually in a relationship is tough enough. Being clingy before there's even a relationship is too much. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I just want him to leave. Like, if I can, I'm catching a red flag. That's true. Is he fat? No. No, he was actually pretty good looking. We were the same height. He's a little bit taller than me. Um, like there's nothing like appearance wise, there's really nothing wrong with him. It was just his freaking behaviors. Um, anyway, so towards like the end of the night, right? We like go sit outside to get some air, but then I go back in to like the dance floor. Like this is my time to get away from him. I go in and he stays back with my other two friends. And now let me set the scene. It's my pal and it's my other friend who if you recall in the story earlier is the one that like pulled me towards my pal to like have me stand beside her, to which then she like walked away from me. It's those two. Okay, so he starts talking to them. And just like from what I've heard, like bits and pieces here and there, is that he just kept talking about how much he liked me and that he was like worried that he was like messing it up, and he's like he just that he doesn't want to mess it up because he likes me and he like thinks I'm really pretty, all this stuff. I'm like, that's great. I respect you for that. But at the same time, you're just like not leaving me alone, right? Anyways, but he's telling this to like my pal and my other friend. Um, and they're talking like they talk for a long time. And finally, because I'm like, I finally get some time away to just enjoy myself on the floor. Um, Anyway, I'm getting tired, so I tell my other friend that I'm dancing with, I was like, should we head out? She's like, yeah. So we go find them. I see that they're still talking. And so we get them and we're like, guys, we need to go. We gotta go. We're ready to go. So we leave and I find out, like, probably that same while we were talking, I was like, what is he talking to you guys about? Like, that's so crazy. My pal was like, yeah, we talked about this, this, and this. It's like, but he also asked for our Snapchats. I was like, okay, weird. I mean, I was like already kind of put off by him at that point, so I didn't care. I was like, I don't care what he's doing. I just thought it was strange that he knew that those were my friends and he like asks for their Snapchats. And and so I was like, okay. But then like both of them were like they're like, yeah, we just exchange Snapchats. Is like, but that's like it. Um, and so I was like, yeah, like I don't read that much into him. Like I'm sure everyone kind of knows where the morals are here. Like I'm sure we all kind of know. Because I told them beforehand, I'm like, yeah, this is like our relationship kind of right now. It's like, but probably after this, it's like gonna be gone because he just kind of irked me. Um, anyway, so the next day, I guess he messages my pal on Snapchat and is basically saying, hey, I'm so sorry for like any way that I acted last night. Like I didn't mean to, like all that, just seems super apologetic. She's like, okay, like that's fine. Now tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. No, 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 no. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is like I'm gonna start crying. It's so upsetting. No, 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 no. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So we go out. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before, right? Now, this is also why I think I had such a bad breakdown about everything that happened that weekend, because it's the same exact weekend that my pal, when I go to stand next to her, she like walks away from me. The same weekend that when I asked her if she's okay, she snapped at me and was like, "Yeah, I'm fine," and then walks away. I learned maybe 2 hours before that. 2 hours before I hadn't talked to him since that day or since that night. He like apologized to me after like the day after, and I was like, I'm sorry. It was like I just your behavior kind of was too off-putting to me. I can't do it, okay? So he was like, okay, I respect it, whatever. Anyway, I find out that same night, she like brings up, she was like, yeah, like we still talk on Snapchat. And I was like, what? And I remember it was like all of us, because there's five of us, right? That we're all hanging out. There's like, I think three of us that all look at her and we're like, you're talking to the guy she was talking to, and they're talking about me. Like, you're talking to the guy she's talking to on Snapchat, and she's like, yeah, it's like, but it's not anything like, it's not like romantic or anything. Like, it's just conversation. But like, to me, even like, that's strange to me, anyways, you know? Like, the fact that they're still, she's like, yeah, we were just talking earlier today. Like, they like, whatever. I'm gonna tell you, it was really strange to me. It was kind of like dare I say, slight betrayal. I felt like I was getting kicked down, okay? And I remember one of my other friends also looked at her the same way. I don't remember what she said, but my pal, because I was sitting next to her, and she's like, but then she turned to me and she's like, but if you want me to stop talking to him, I will. She's like, because girl code. And I was like, I think girl code has been out the window for a while. Like, if you're still talking to him, like, I think it, like, wasn't here to begin with. It's like, but then I was like, no, no, no. It's like, it's okay. It's like, you can talk to him if you want. It's like, I don't talk to him anymore, so it's not, like, my problem or anything. But I just thought it was a little strange. I did think it was a little strange that she mentioned that they were still talking, even if it was just casual conversation. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't really talk I don't want to say casually, but it's like not that casual if you're talking like every day. Even if it's just a hey, how's your day kind of thing. There's something there underneath it. Like I don't think it was just like, oh yeah, we're just having conversation. Like I don't know. Is that just me? Like I felt like maybe I'm imposing too much of my morals and standards on other people because like I wouldn't do that. You know? He cheat no no no. Like it wasn't really cheating. It was just he ain't cheating because they're not in a relationship. He's just yeah. She's the one being disloyal, honestly. I love your late night stories. It's so juicy and gossip. I'm telling you, I like there's so many things I have. No, 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 okay. It's like, yeah, like there's like more I don't want to say morally there's nothing wrong with it. Cause like it's like we weren't dating, right? Like we were just still like kind of talking. And it like that's kind of why it was not a big deal to me because it's like we only knew each other for about a month and a half. And then I just realized that it was probably not going to work out because of how like clingy he was. Um so like we're not dating and it's like she can do whatever she wants, he can do whatever he wants, whatever kind of thing. I just thought it was strange because me personally, I would never do that to any of my friends. Even if my friends brought up that they were just talking to somebody, like it was just a talking stage, and they were like, oh yeah, but it didn't really work out. I would not, even if that person reached out to me and started talking to me, I would not entertain it because that's just me. I feel like I respect my friends too much to like do that. I don't care if you were only like talking for a week. If you brought it up to me and was like, yeah, we're talking with um like a I don't want to say like more than friends, but like with that idea in mind of like you're like trying to it's like it could be potentially a relationship and then it just ends all of a sudden. I wouldn't talk to him anyways. The yapping is why yeah, yeah. Bro came in and asked why I'm talking too much. Can I just give you a hug? I'm saying no, I totally forgot that actually happened until I started thinking about like that whole incident because it was like it might have actually added on to like the whole kind of why everything after I don't know. It was all happening at once, right? I find out she's talking to the guy I was talking to, but I learned something about him that I guess is not really that great either. He kind of seems like the type of person that he really just likes attention from girls in general. So like it made me think a little bit think twice, I guess, about like his intentions with me. Oh my god, hold on. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? His intentions. Basically, I don't know if his intent if he was like actually into me because of like what he was saying or if it's because of something else. Because of also like how fast like again, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I might be like thinking too much about it, but I just don't think that they were having regular conversations. Like I think he was trying to get somewhere. And for some reason, she's entertaining it. I don't know. But it's just like how fast he went from like talking to me, then to like talking to my friend, you know? And like we're not really that similar, I'll be honest. Like we're not really that similar. So, um I do think he was like after something specific. And dare I say it might be race related. So, luckily I dodged a bullet with that one. But that's kind of just been like the most excitement for me. I was a little sad because like personality wise he seemed really nice. Like it like I was like I think we can get along pretty well as like friends. Um like we had a lot of the same interests. He was very like open-minded about a lot of things. I was like telling him about all these things I'm interested in, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so like I want to learn about him all this stuff." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so exciting." I just I can't get over the clinginess. I'm sorry. That's a big it's a big no for me. It's a huge no. I feel frustrated for you. I mean, it wasn't the only frustrating thing about it, I guess, was learning my friend was talking to him too. Cause like I don't really care, you know? Like we only knew each other for a month. Not that big of a deal to me, but like how could you go behind my back and do all that, you know? Strange. So strange. Um anyways, I guess that I'll leave you with it's not a secret. Um but I guess I'll tell you what I've been like calling a secret this whole time, and then I'm gonna end the stream because I've been streaming for a long time. That's also what I mean. Like best friends shouldn't do that to one another. That's what I'm saying. It's like I would have never done that to her. And honestly, I've never done that to her. And all the people she's been talking to that maybe like have reached out to me, I've always been like, I just ignore them. Why? Because to me, that's girl code. I don't know what girl code means to anyone else, but when will you be live again? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty free this week. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Um anyway, let me tell you the small secret I have. Um and then I'm gonna end the stream, okay? So it's not that small of a secret. It's really not that bad, okay? It's just I recently all things are looking up for me, maybe. Maybe we'll see. But I recently have developed a crush on someone. Can't tell you who, okay? I really can't tell you because it's like not top secret, but we'll see. We'll see. But I do think I have a crush on someone. And it's only a secret because I just realized it today, all right? Even though like it's been all presented, all of these like there have been a lot of things happening, I think, that have been in front of my face for a long time, and I've just been like ignoring them. But today I realized I'm like, yeah, no, I think I think I have a crush on someone. Um, so it's also just been a long time since I think I've had a crush on someone. Ah, poor Soho. Stop. Okay, well, Soho needs to pick up the pace, all right, or else I'm moving on. Real life person, yeah, it's a real life person. Ah, it's like a real crush, like in person. We talk about just screams. No, it's a real person. I swear. I can't give you the details right now. Okay, it's really I can't give you the details, but it is a real person. Okay, it's somebody I know in real life. So we shall see how things go. All right, I'll let you know. That's so sweet. I'm glad you do. I know. It's like I don't know. I've had to think about it for a long time, but I do think it's a crush. I miss having a crush. I'm saying it's like the excitement of having a crush. That's what I'm saying. Lemon has a crush. Ah, she's growing up. Is he attractive? Yeah, they're attractive, I'd say. Are they interested? I Okay, so it's been really strange because I had to discuss this with someone else to really get a good idea on um kind of what's been going on. But all signs kind of point to, well, I don't want to say all signs, but most of the signs point to um them being interested too. So far, based on like context I've given. Okay. So yeah, based on the context I've given, it seems like they are. I hope it all turns out well for you. Thanks. That'd be so exciting. Okay, no, stop. I can't. I can't. Are they good flag? Do you know their type? I need the tea. I need it to live. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, we've. Oh, I can't give too much. I can't give too much because I hate to say I don't know who's watching right now, and I need to be careful. Because if there's specific people watching, they're gonna know, and I can't have them know. I can't have them know. So, yeah. Yay! The smiles and giggles are good signs. Ah, stop! Okay, stop. Ah, stop it! Opens up in yours. That's a little far. It would be fun though. I can't think too much about all that. Could be watching you right now. Okay, I don't think the person could be watching me right now, but there are people who know this people. People who know this people. So I have to be careful. Okay, I gotta be careful. It's always a cheesy song. Stop. Stop. Okay. All right, anyway, that's my big secret. All right, I'm gonna end my stream now, okay? Leave you with that. I hope I have my time too. You will, I swear. You will, I promise. And she's like, stop. Stop it. Stop. Ah. Okay, I gotta end. You guys are just clowning me right now. You're clowning me. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream now. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for not only watching me put my nails on, but for letting me rant about all the crazy stuff that's been happening in my life recently. Um, I don't know when I'm gonna be live next. Hopefully I can get back into like a regular schedule of streaming. Okay, I feel like I've taken some time off. Um, taken some time off to really assess things and maybe realize things and whatnot, but stop. Okay. Um, so yeah, hopefully I can get back into like a better streaming schedule. Um, but with that said, I still don't know when I'm gonna be live next. Hopefully tomorrow, hopefully the day after that. But whenever that might be, I will just see you then. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, or you're having a good day right now, or you had a good day today. And I will see you all next time. All right, bye everyone. Have a good night. Bye.